Hello and welcome to a new reaction video. My name is Larissa and today I'm going to react to the second episode from Masters of the Air. I just watched the first one and I feel like not a lot happened yet apart from the last battle. We really got to know the characters, we kind of got to see what it was going to be like. And I feel like that is a lot of times with like Band of Brothers, the Pacific. I also feel like the first episode, like it's fine, it's not like it's boring or anything, but it's just like to get to know the characters, to get to know the vibe and all. And yeah, I feel like that's just a normal thing for the show, so no complaints here. But now we're getting the second episode and I hope we're gonna see a bit more about like battles, the things they have to do, you know. So yeah, today the second episode. I want to tell you that if you want to see my full reaction to this episode, that is possible. It is available on my Patreon under the Uncut Reactions tier. There you can also find my uncut reaction to the first episode and of course to all the upcoming episodes when they're out. You can also get early access to the episodes that are coming out. You can get like a day early access probably. So if you're interested in that, there's also a different tier for that. Check it out, the link is in the description. And now I'm gonna watch the second episode.
Now you ought to report to what hospital after the interrogation, got it?
Islands? Jeez, I never saw any islands.
I feel like they didn't see anything because of the clouds. I mean, I didn't see shit.
Son, I'm gonna show the major your wounds.
I feel like they all kinda... There's this defeated atmosphere right now. I get why.
What kind of idiot am I? It's freezing cold and I gotta grab the gun with my bare hands.
That icebox could have been worse. Heal fast, Dickie. I need my co-pilot back.
Thanks, Kurt. Take care.
Small and Bach.
At first I thought he was pissing.
And all them.
You feel anything? You feel anything?
I mean, he's also the guy who pretended to be a unicorn, right? So I guess this is just how he is when he's drunk, destroying stuff.
Can you do me a favor? What? Come here. I want you to hit me. That's an order, come on. I want you to land one right on my beak.
Okay.
Right. Ranks off. Whip.
I felt that, Kurt. Felt that.
All right, meatball. I gotta meet that goddamn new CO.
I feel like right now he's in this mix of funny drunk and depressing drunk.
You hungover, Major?
No shit. No, he said no sir, but I said no shit. And we both know who's right.
Well, I got demoted to CO of the 418 Squadron. Sorry, Jack. The boys are back with me again.
As long as I get my fort back.
Hardin wants to see about that.
You son of a bitch.
Wasn't my idea.
Goddamn heretic.
We made things for the least disciplined bomb group in the entire wing. Maybe you can make a difference.
I don't want to be the guy wiping your ass, Bucky.
So he got demoted, but because he got demoted, the other guy got even more demoted.
I made one last request before being demoted. I want to write the letters to the families of the boys that we lost.
I'll help you.
I'd appreciate that.
Every man who flew a B-17 thanked God for our ground crews. No medals were handed out for patching flak holes, or they were responsible for the lives of dozens of men. Corporal Ken Lemons was one of our best crew chiefs. He was 19 years old.
Yeah, you look so young.
Potato flying in. Salt and pepper like you asked.
It's perfect.
Anything else?
See here, we're gonna clean the hard stands. What are we gonna clean it with?
What for you?
Could use some help.
Are there always children running around there? Oh, that's like a farm or something.
We're already down 66 combat air crewmen out of our starting strength of 350.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
You gotta have the worst luck I've ever seen, Quinn.
Enticing me.
Because if I ever go down, we all go down.
Come on, lighten up. We bomb at night because it doesn't matter what we hit, as long as it's German. Bombing during the day is suicide. Could foresee in future American strategy adjusting losses you'll no doubt continue to suffer.
I mean, I get what he's saying.
Maths.
I mean, maybe if you bomb during the day, you hit your targets. Why the hell do you Brits add an S on the end of math?
Because there's more than one of them.
I can see more than one of you, too. Pretty sure I can knock all of you out. Okay.
Damn, okay. But look, yeah, maybe in the daylight you'd hit your target better, but that's what he says. As long as it's Germany, they're fine, I guess. But then you also don't get hit that fast, of course. It would cause for a lot of innocent people to die, I think, though.
So let me get this straight. You're Buck, and he's Bucky.
I feel like everyone's gonna keep asking that.
Pity what?
I said it's a pity. You'd have more if you flew your missions at night.
Shots fired.
Why'd you have to go and say something like that?
The heavy petting going on at your end of the table.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Let's make a bit of sport ourselves.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Oh, here we go. Hey, I want these guys. I've got this, okay? Let's go.
Time to show them what we're made of.
Now, why does this sport interest you?
What are they gonna do? Just fighting, right? Or what is this?
Man to man.
Well, so
Yeah.
you just don't like team sports. How'd you end up commander of a plane leading a squadron?
You like to do your fighting at night, Brian?
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
So felt that, right? Give him some room. Give him some room.
Their target at night.
The British Royal Air Force and the American Army Air Force had two very different approaches to the bombing campaign against
Yeah, I noticed that.
The Americans pursued daylight precision bombing to destroy specific military or economic targets. The British, who had been at war with the Nazis for nearly 4 years, practiced nighttime area bombing. It was indiscriminate and deadly. Which was more effective depended on which uniform you wore. While the crews slept, the rest of the base worked tirelessly to get the flight plans, equipment, and planes ready. They prepared us for every mission and would not relax until we came home.
The 100th will be leading the wing on today's mission. And the target for today is...
Keep it exciting.
submarine pens in Trondheim, Norway.
You have a problem, Major. Sick as a dog.
I can fly. What the hell you can't.
I would not step in the plane.
Here, we're leading the wing today.
What? I can't lead a wing, Bubba. I can't.
You can lead a wing. It's just like any other mission. You following me?
Bring on, yeah.
Don't be nervous. Take this. My lucky snow globe. I want it back.
Silently panicking.
Harry Crosby! Oh, like Big! Yeah? Hey, you sing? They kicked me out of choir.
Here they go again.
That's us. Good luck, balls.
Isn't that gonna fall if you put it there?
You okay? Huh? I said, are you okay? Yeah, it's my first time in the lead. Well, I've seen Bubbles do it a million times. Can't be that hard. Ready to clean this thing?
The children are actually helping. Funny. They're just excited because there's gonna be fire.
One hot bastard.
Yeah, I was like, is that the guy who got sick every time? Yeah, that's him.
Navigator to command pilot. 90 bits at 3 o'clock. Roger, navigator.
Oh, this is really not the time to get sick again. They're almost there. It's not going well. Sorry, but how did this man join the Air Force?
Goes away.
I feel like there's a lot more positions, right? Damn.
Hey, what's going on up there? Shouldn't we be turning by now? Lead will handle it. Uh-huh. Command pilot to navigate. Doing some calculations, Major. 9 minutes to the IP. Bomb bay doors coming open. Lights to crew. Flat 2-3 is lost level. Are you okay? Yeah. Engine 3's been hit bad. Shit. Yeah, I got fuel spray like a guy.
Sometimes I'm like, how are they even gonna get out of this? But I feel like these are not the guys that are gonna die in episode 2. It must be so fucking scary to be up there.
Protecting the goods, Quads. Bombs away.
Okay, at least they're dropping bombs now.
Oh shit, it's pulling to the right. Ford's not looking too happy.
How do they even stay so calm? I would be stressing already, but of course they had a lot of training, so...
Division, huh? No, getting worse. Shit, shut it down. Shut it down. We're gonna radio clip. With 2 engines down, we can't keep up with you guys. Gonna have to drop out.
Okay, but at least they're still flying.
Four was backfiring and shaking. We tried everything. Out. Stand by. Red 3 is
How many engines do they have? But like, what do they do now? Just fly back then?
Slow her down to 130. I got you. Helps to have friends in high places. Woo. Just give me a minute. All right.
Oh no! No!
No, I'm okay.
Oh!
I need that plan.
I kind of should have seen it coming, I think, when he was throwing up an helmet, and then later we saw someone else putting on a helmet. Or this is his own helmet. I mean, better than someone else, but oh. Ugh. Just the idea.
Major, I said we go 244 ahead for the Shetlands. 4,500 feet, take cover in the clouds. When we hit Scotland...
All right, that's the plan. Hey! They're heading to the low. Give them hell.
Holy shit.
All right, let's make that turn to 244. Roger, turn into 244. Hang on in there. We'll stick with you long as we can. Over. Roger, pace the lead.
But aren't they like super slow right now?
We're not leaving them behind. Yes, sir.
Good.
Pilots and navigator, we over Scotland yet?
We're approaching the coast now.
Zoot leads to Zoot.
We're losing number 3.
Let me 3 face the lead. We're losing number 3.
This is bad.
Alright, let's pick up some speed on this.
I feel like they should have made an emergency landing earlier. I don't know if that was possible because of course they were in like dangerous territory.
We'll make it straight in approach. Landing gear down.
Oh.
Airspeed is 115.
Oh, yeah. Up. Oh. Oh. Oof. Oh. Well, they're in Scotland. One way to arrive there. Holy shit. I mean, if you can still get a plane to the ground with that much damage, I think you have a lot of talent. Poor people who just lost their barn or whatever it was. Or it was just like a shed, I think. Luckily there was no one in there. That was my first thought. Like, oh fuck, are there people in there? But didn't seem like it. I think he should wash his hair, maybe.
They start rolling down my forehead. I think, holy mackerel, Crosby. Girl, you've been hit. Well, I mean, I could make overthinking into an Olympic sport. You know, I washed my hair twice. I still can.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh.
want to spell?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
I was looking for you.
I'm sorry, Major.
What for?
Did give PRs the whole flight back. I messed up the rendezvous.
I know. Harden, he couldn't be more impressed by you.
Oh?
I'm transferring you to Blakely's crew full time. We gotta give you an actual.
Oh god, what's that gonna be?
They call him Bing back home.
That's just lazy. Unless you can sing. Can you sing?
Like a donkey.
No, not a note, sir.
Hi, Bubbles.
Sir.
Good night, sir.
I really thought they were gonna give him like a puke nickname.
I wouldn't even try to be a pilot. Be a radio man.
Well, thanks.
You hold on to it for now. Working well for you. What did the missus say? She mentioned me?
Did she mention you? Nope. Seems to have forgotten.
Does she actually know him, or?
Say hi to Bubbles for me. Mrs. Jean Crosby, you still can't get over that, can you?
A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. They even got a band of their own.
You know what this is missing? Vocals.
Well, start singing then.
I'm gonna sing.
Oh!
Should I sing? No.
Now I kind of want to hear him sing.
Should I sing?
No.
Maybe I shouldn't want that. He can't stop himself. I think it adds something to the vibe. It's fun. Come on, people just having fun. I mean, I went to the karaoke bar yesterday. You can probably hear it from my voice.
Helen. $2, huh? Says I can get her to laugh inside a minute.
You getting shot down is gonna be a sight to see.
Hurt. Where'd you end up?
Very, very good question.
Oh yeah, they're there now.
Where am I?
Where are you?
The devil's dope, son.
Love the accent.
They're looking after us. Turns out that they don't like the English much either. But they like me because I'm Irish. I'm Irish.
Okay, it's nice when you crash and then you actually end up like being able to stay with a fun family. You could also crash somewhere and people would be like, no, fuck you. Don't think that happened a lot unless you were, of course, on the enemy side. Because everyone has a lot of respect for them, I think.
Says he misses his little spoon.
Hey, I'm the big spoon here, remember? I made him a bet.
What'd you bet?
That I can make you laugh in under a minute.
$2? Well, that is a sum of money.
But I'll split it with you.
Can you tell me something funny? Yeah, that was the joke.
Okay, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
The first letter.
Well, one's really heavy, the other's a little light.
Ah! I mean, pretty good one.
Bullseye.
So, we're gonna need a new group navigator. I was wondering if you could recommend someone.
Bubbles, Lieutenant Payne, sir.
What about you? You did a good job today.
No, I mean, look, I was working from Bubbles' charts, and even then it took me forever to pull the group together.
You brought the group back home.
I got lucky.
Bike race to the mess hall. Who's in?
I want to see that.
Bike race to the mess hall.
I even want to participate. That sounds fun. They're even betting money.
Rank has its privileges, boys.
I feel like it's also gonna be like a really small hall, so let's see how this goes. I would be so scared to drive into one of the pillars. I feel like that would probably happen. Is it gonna happen to someone? They're like really small passages. Oh shit! Oh, that was supposed to happen, okay. Oh. Guess that was the end of the fun.
Heads up, fellas. Let's head for the shelters.
That looks so fun though. It reminded me of Mario Kart and then like the baby park map. That was what that was. You can't convince me otherwise. Huh.
We could be next. Oh, we're getting through this. If I'm gonna bet on anything, I'm gonna bet on us, Buck.
My father liked to drink. When he drank, he gambled. Can't tell you the amount of nights I spent sleeping on benches in Casper's parlors and pony track. Didn't matter if it was a ball game of cards. He'd bet. Usually he'd lose.
Buck, that's why you don't like sports.
That RAF prick was right. These daylight missions. It's suicide.
Yeah, honestly.
And why didn't you agree with him?
Didn't like his delivery.
Huh.
We lead our boys through it.
So they're gonna keep doing it. Because I felt like from the moment they were talking to that guy about that they like did it at night, I thought they were also gonna switch to like night bombings. Okay. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel it as much as Band of Brothers or The Pacific yet. I feel like that also has something to do that, to me, like seeing the battles on the ground are just really interesting. Now we see like planes being blown up. That's how people die, or they get like hit through the plane window or whatever. But we don't really see any physical fights, and I kind of miss that. Of course, this show is not about that, so I get that's not something we're seeing right now. But I have to say, you really have to know how to make a show like this interesting, I think. As in, you never really visibly see the enemy. It's just like you see them, they're doing their mission, but you don't really see, you know what they're fighting, but you don't see it. And I feel like to me, that's not always interesting. So I think it's taking me a bit to get into it, but like I said, especially from like the party, somewhere around that, I feel like we really kind of got to know the boys, and also the one who kind of crashed in Scotland. That was also kind of funny, but I also don't really feel the connection with the characters yet. But I also feel like we have to build that up a bit. As in, I remember when I watched Band of Brothers and the first episode, I didn't really like it. And it was mostly because they were only training. And then when I watched it the first time, I was like, is this really only gonna be training? Now that I watched it, I'm like, oh, but that was actually a really necessary episode. And if I look back at it now that you know everyone, you know what they've been through, now you really appreciate that episode. And I kind of feel like that's the case with this too. Like, I kind of have to get into it. I have to see where it's going. I think it's gonna be more exciting, more interesting. But up to now, it was just the first episode yet. So I don't have a lot to say yet. But yeah, I'm curious to see where it's going. I mean, maybe if this was any other show right now, I would have been like, I don't know if I want to continue watching it. But I mean, same producers as Band of Brothers and The Pacific. So I have a feeling like, of course it's gonna be epic. Of course it's gonna be a good show. The producers of that show are probably not gonna disappoint us. And I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I just really have to get into it because, like I said before, you just see the battles from the air. It's called Masters of the Air, obviously. But they also need to find a way to like make that interesting. Because I feel like, of course, every time different things happen. But for me, it's honestly every time the same. Like, 2 of them are flying. There's one guy who's puking. One plane that almost crashes but doesn't in the end. Few planes that crash, they lose people. It kind of feels the same because we're not really seeing the physical fights. And I think that's fine, but we'll have to see in the next episodes how they're gonna keep this interesting. But at the same time, I'm also starting to enjoy it because I am getting to know the characters better. I also really like the bike race. That looked so fun. And then it was kind of interrupted by, the siren. And that's also where it ended. So yeah, I feel like we're still gonna see way more. So let's just wait for next week's episode. If you want a day early access to that episode, you can check out my Patreon and you can go to the early access tier. But there's also the uncut reactions tier where you can find my full reactions to these episodes. And let me know what you thought of the first 2 episodes. I'm very curious about that. And if you like my reaction, then please leave a like, subscribe, and then I really hope to see you next time. Bye!